Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel, and today we're going to be taking a look at this Guardian deck of Fate coming tomorrow, October 7th. It's going to include Freya as champion fragments as well as some other rewards. So we're going to be taking a look at what we can expect in terms of points, how best to approach it, where you want to open Eternals, Immortals and whatnot, where you want to do some champion training, as well as if you want to actually go for this champion or not, because I see a lot of people are on the fence about it. So let's talk about this. Alright guys, so the deck of fate, let's talk about the points requirement. Usually these deck of fates are 40,000 points, and as far as Eternal Soulstones go, I'm going to be mainly talking about Soulstones and how to complete it that way. You can do champion training, it's going to take thousands of gems, but at the end of the day you do get a legendary champion off of it. You could also mix them both, and this deck of fate is going to last 4 days, 4 to 5 days. It's going to end on Friday morning. So you could do champion training on those 4 days. Just do your just get the daily energy and just do champion training with what you get, and then on the last day you just open soulstones and then you just calculate how much you need at the end of the day. But yeah, let's break down the points. Usually the points for eternal soulstones on a deck of fate is anywhere from 5,000 to 7,500 points. If it's 7,500 points, it would be a very easy deck of fate. You only need 5 eternals, and then do them with some that will get you like 37,000 points. You would just finish it with immortals or champion training. But obviously, since this has a legendary champion included, a guaranteed champion, I am pretty sure that they're gonna do the point requirements at 5,000 points for an eternal soulstone. That would be 8 eternals to finish the deck of fate, and yeah, 8 eternals is a lot. As you can see, I only have 5, so that would be 25,000 points. And then depending on the immortal soulstones range from 1,000 to 1,500 points. At 1,500 points you will need 28 immortals. At 1,000 points you will need 40 immortal soulstones. Mortal soulstones usually go at 100 points, so you will need a bunch of them to be able to finish a deck of 8. So you probably use Eternal and Immortal Soulstones. Eternals are usually the best value. However, if there's a 2x Soulstones event, if they announce it tomorrow, then you might consider getting them using the Immortal Soulstones, because you're getting boosted rates in the first place. So that might be worth it for you to open them up and then just finish them off with the Eternal Soulstones if you have them. But I am pretty it's very likely that they don't have a 2x event. Usually they don't do a double dip like that on deck of fates or hero paths when they are using soulstones. Usually you don't have a boosted rate, so expect them not to have a boosted rate for these two. So most likely you want to use your eternal soulstones for that. And as far as other rewards go, besides Freya, you're gonna have a Void Shard and a Primal Shard, as you can see here. And in the event types, I saw some Eternal Soul Essences and some Immortal Soulstone Essences. I don't expect it to be more than 10 each. It probably is 5, something like that. But I guess we'll see how many they offer. There's also gonna be a legendary book in there, and of course, if you get the 3 flips. Then you can get the extra rewards. I don't think you can pin cards this time around, so you're probably going to have better rewards but less likely to get them because you can't pin them. I actually really like the pin idea, even though I got 2 mythical chaos hours last time, so it didn't go too well for me. But I saw some people get some really good stuff, so I actually like the pin, be able to pin the cards. Alright, so let's go over the fragments real quick. Now, this is something I want to point out to you. 10 fragments will be hidden under 4 epic purple cards, so 4 out of 9 purple cards is going to have the 10 fragments for a 40 fragments totals. And then you have 5 fragments on their 9 rare blue cards and 1 fragment on their 15 common green cards. And this is the 100 fragments, so you do need all of this. And this is basically 4 plus 9 cards, 13. And then 15 commons is 28, so 28 flips to be able to get Freya, and that's basically 6 eternal soulstones, and you have to get lucky and actually flip 28 times, flip a fragment on each one. So don't expect to get lucky on this, and don't expect you're gonna get it with 4 eternals, 5 eternals. You actually have to open at least 6 eternals and get lucky enough to be able to get Freya just from those 6 Eternals, getting every single flip in 28 flips. So most likely expect to be doing the whole Deck of Fate event. So you really want to be committed to getting this champion, committed to doing the Deck of Fate. Otherwise, you might fall short. You probably fall short if you probably gonna have to do all of it. And yeah, usually the rewards when they include a champion are not that good, but I think this time is better than when they have Fatalis. Fatalis, they had some brews and some potions and whatnot. This time around, I think they have some soul essences. So I think it's gonna be a better time around. It doesn't look like there's gonna be any items like last time we had Slayer. It's not gonna be again. And yeah, this deck of fate is just coming in at a really random time, in my opinion. I mean, we just had one a week ago during the Titan event. Now we're having this one in the fusion. It doesn't even have any fusion fragments. So it just kind of feels like they added a second one just to have your waste resources. But it is what it is, right? Uh, Now, the last thing I want to talk about is Freya. Freya, a lot of people are they're saying she might not be worth it for the deck of fate. I'm saying, look, you're not using any shards to get it guaranteed. If you have the Eternal Soulstones, why not go for her, right? Or just do some champion training if you have some extra gems. I think she's a good enough champion. If you already have her, if you've pulled her before, of course, then yeah, you probably want to consider skipping the deck of fate unless you want to do some faction guardians. Then you can get an extra copy of her. But yeah, a lot of people are comparing Freya's kit to Alatreon Blade Master. I think they're a little different. Alatreon brings the same skill but without the turn meter fail, and he also brings the same skill and doesn't have each target's max HP, and the shield is based on his HP. So I think the shield might be a little bigger. Alatreon has an A1 that increases buffs durations, and this one is AoE that has provoke. So she's better for Hydra in that stance. And Alatreon's passive effect is, I think he turn meter fills and then heals himself or something like that. Whereas this one, she gains defense, and then she has this active event that prevents the death of the ally with the highest critical damage, keeps them alive with 1 HP, heals them by 20%, and then gives them an instant turn. So that ally is going to go before anyone else. That could be very useful in PvP. So if you're a PvP oriented, you don't have her. If you run Ghost second teams a lot, she might be a useful champ to have. Of course, the passive is not perfect. It doesn't reset cooldowns of the skill. So if the ally is on cooldown, he will just use his A1 unless it's a mythical champion. Then she gets much better, because if you have a Lazarius or if you have a Gizmak, you can just transform and he'll get an extra turn that won't die. So of course that's all. The other drawback of this is that multi-hits are going to kill that champion. So you have a Teox doing an A2 on your Narcissus, and then the second hit would kill Narcissus. Narcissus will get healed, get an instant turn, and then Teox will kill them with the last hit. So it does have counters, but some specific scenarios she might be pretty good. So if you're PvP oriented, I would definitely consider having her, unless your roster is packed with mythicals and whatnot. Then obviously you're gonna have better options by then. If you're a mid-game player, I heard that she's really good on Hydra with this AoE A1. You could also put her in a Hex set to put Hex on everyone, and she could be a backup provoker with Hex, pretty good. And also, I've heard that she does some decent damage, so you could be looking for damage as a backup damage dealer as well. Get your Hydra damage up. I haven't been able to test her because I don't have her, but that's what I heard. So yeah, if you want to keep that in mind. And yeah, this passive is the main thing that I like about her, so I'm gonna go for her. I'm wondering how this works for Rotos, because Rotos, let me take a look at Rotos. Yeah, so Rotos has this passive as well. When he gets hit over 50%, he gets an extra turn. So I'm wondering if Rotos is about to die, and he gets an extra turn from his passive, and then Freya, is she gonna give him an extra turn? Is he gonna get 2 extra turns? I've seen some weird mechanics like that work in the past, because if you get like 2 extra turns, even if he's locked out with 2 turns, he's gonna come back to this pretty quick, and this gives him an extra turn. I'm thinking that's not gonna be possible I'm thinking only one will activate, probably his or hers. Uh, Hopefully his, right? Because that would be better. So probably his will activate, and then Freya will not trigger her passive. But if both triggers at the same time, it's gonna be crazy. I don't think so, but I'm not able to do any testing on that. But yeah, she would pair very well with a champion like Rhodos, with mythical champions that even if they're locked out, they're still dangerous because they can transform and get an extra turn. And yeah, she has a good kit overall. She has a cleanse, turn meter fill, cleanse debuff. She has an increased defense as well. So yeah, I think that since a very decent champion, definitely worth for me at least going for her. But yeah, yeah, let me know what you guys think. Let me know if you found this video helpful. Please remember to like, comment, subscribe, and help the channel grow. Are you guys going for this Freya deck of fate? If you have her, how do you feel about her? Have you tested her? Do you use her in PvP at all? Mostly for PvE? Let me know in the comments. We'd like to hear your thoughts. And of course, I'm going to do a video of my Soulstone summons as well. Probably going to do 5 and 15 of these, unless there's booster rates, and do all of this as well, and then finish them off with 4 or 5 of this. So stay tuned for that. I'm going to do a video on that as well if you'd like to see some Soulstones being pulled and see how good my RNG is, or bad usually. But yeah, guys, thank you so much for watching. I'll see you on the next video.